It has been almost 14 years since 16-year-old Alexandria, or Ali Lowitzer, went missing in spring.
Yeah, on April 26, 2010, she mysteriously vanished. Now the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is releasing a new age progression photo of Ali, who's now 30. Her mother, Joanne Lowitzer, is joining us live right now to tell us how she's remained hopeful for all of these years. Good morning.
Good morning.
So why do you believe, and I know that we have this age progressed picture of her, but why do you believe that that could maybe help in the search for Ali?
Well, the age progressions help because, the last photos that we have of Ali are when she was 15 and 16. So she's not a teenager anymore. So when we do these pushes, per se, on her birthday and her missing person date, I think the age progression will help.
Yeah.
To remind people that she's no longer 16 years old.
Right. Joanne, we're seeing the pictures right now on our screens of Ali very close to the time she went missing, and then the age progression photo of her at 30. Tell me sort of what you think. I mean, seeing that photo, that has to be pretty heart-wrenching. I mean, you see she's a beautiful young girl, but of course we knew that.
Yeah, throughout the years, we've had a couple of age progressions, and I've rejected a couple of them, because they didn't look like it could be a family member of mine. But when I first saw this image, I felt like it could actually be what she would look like today.
Yeah. So obviously that's where the emotions come from, because you felt this was the most realistic of all of the images that you've seen. We know that you've never given up hope to find Ali, and even recently disconnected her phone after paying that bill for years. Can you remind our viewers why you felt that that was important to keep her phone on for all of these years?
Well, we all know how important cell phones are to teenagers, and even 14 years ago. So it was costing me a lot of money. Believe it or not, it costs a lot of money to have a missing person, to be able to advocate for them. But I just felt I was going to keep it on, just in case, she remembered her number or she remembered my phone number. And because when she went missing, it was with her cell phone.
For people who may be hearing her story for the first time, or we certainly need to remind people, back in April of 2010, she was getting off the school bus. Can you kind of just remind people, and I know so many years have passed, but was it Spring High School that she went to?
Remind people
Yes.
where somebody might have last seen her.
Well, she was a sophomore at Spring High School, and the afternoon of April the 26th of 2010, she stepped off the school bus by her house, and there were 3 witnesses that saw her turn to walk out of the neighborhood to go to work, and that was the last that anybody had seen her.
And she worked at the Burger Barn.
Yes.
She was going to walk there, or she would normally walk there?
She had never walked there before. Either me or my mother was always there was always someone at my house to be able to drive her up there. And that day, there wasn't anyone, and she wanted to get her paycheck, and she just begged and begged and begged. And, how teenagers are very persuasive.
Right.
And I gave in, and that was the worst decision of my entire life.
Yeah, well, I know that you have done so much, obviously, to advocate for her and to bring her home. You started National Missing Persons Day. I mean, that was you, and it's on her birthday every year. Can you kind of tell us about that? When that just was the 3rd, right? That was yesterday?
It was Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday. Well, I always felt like there should be something more that can be done for awareness for missing persons. And I started off having Houston proclaim her birthday is Houston Missing Persons Day.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm like, well, we need to just reach out a little bit farther. So her missing person date in April, the 26th, is Texas Missing Persons Day. And then I'm like, okay, that was a little bit easy.
Yeah.
Let's
keep it going.
I didn't think it would be easy. And so I reached out to my local representative, which back then it was Ted Poe, and had a meeting with him, and he loved the idea of National Missing Persons Day.
Yeah.
And he's the one that helped me see it come true.
I'm glad that you were able to get that done, and for once something came easy. If Bob, our director, can hear us, if we could put the age progression photo back up, because we only saw it at the beginning of this interview, but if we can put that back up, and then Joanne, if you could just share with us a message that you might have for anybody who might have information, or even for your daughter right now, what would that message be?
If you have any information about what happened, or where she is, or anybody that that knows what happened, just please contact us, or it can be anonymous. You can call NCMEC at 1-800-THE-LOST. You can call Crime Stoppers. You can reach out to me directly through my website or our Facebook page, which is Hope for Ali. We just want to know what happened.
Yeah, Joanne, we certainly hope that this new age progression photo brings her home, brings some sort of clue to you and to everybody who has spent so long looking for her.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
We'll be thinking of you, Joanne. I know you've never stopped looking for her.